Howdy folks, and welcome back to The Owl House. Today we're going to be watching Season 2, Episode 3, Echoes of the Past. So I wonder if we're going to get some kind of like backstory on somebody or somebody popping up that we haven't seen in a minute. Maybe Bat Queen, maybe Emperor Bellos, two names that come to mind. Just hopefully not Tibbles. Please, anyone but Tibbles. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this episode has in store. I have a couple things I want to say about the last episode that I didn't quite get into during the last one, and I'm going to hopefully make this pretty brief. So, lightning round of stuff I liked. I did kind of go, aw, when this happened, but one of Willow's dads, when he walked in and noticed that Gus was trying to flag her down from outside, and he just kind of shut the door and went, shh, and winked a little bit. Like, that's just one of those moments where you can just get a lot of information about somebody in a really, really short period of time without really going into too much detail or them even really doing much. You can kind of tell a little bit about both the dads, that one is maybe slightly more strict and one is slightly more easygoing. So just overall a great characterization moment there. Another thing about Amity's parents that I didn't quite mention is that there were a lot of small moments where Amity's dad either was, I don't want to say friendly, but like a little more sympathetic towards Luce. Like there's a moment where I think Luce started fighting back against some of the things and he like kind of smiled while Odalia was just kind of scowling and making an angry face. Also when during the presentation he said something to Luce like, we do make abominations, but we specialize in weapons. He like straight up gave her a warning. I would duck if I were you. And I didn't quite catch that the first time, but he tried to help her out. He gave her a little bit of a warning. I think there was one other thing, but it is slipping my mind. Just a general design thing about Amity I don't think I've ever noticed, but the fact that her nails are painted makes just any kind of animation she does with her hands just more interesting to look at, because there's a little bit of extra bit of color to track with your eyes kind of thing. It's just a good design thing. Nobody else really has like painted nails. I think like Ida has like yellow kind of longer nails, and there's certainly characters that have like talons and stuff, but as far as just like nail polish, like it's just interesting that she's like the only one that does, and I think it's kind of cool. So there you go. That's it for all I wanted to say. So hey, I'm excited for this one, whatever it has in store for me. Probably more setup for what's going on, but hey, we could get a big lore drop as well. So as I scooch over into position, I'd like to thank you for leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. Both of those things help me out a ton. And hey, as always, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the episode. And someday I'll get used to plugging this without feeling terrible about it. But YouTube memberships are open and are an option if you'd like to be 1 week ahead. There's one tier on there, it's $3 a month. Throw me a couple bucks and hey, be a little bit ahead of the main upload schedule if you want. Trust me, I'm more than happy with you just watching. But hey, let us get into Season 2, Episode 3, Echoes. I forgot to do the hidden message. We had S, E, and E. So see, lose, learn. No, that's too obvious from the setup. See the Emperor fulfill his plan. I don't know, that's kind of too obvious. I mean, the hidden message from the last season was, you know, pretty kind of cryptic and not really like pointing to anything obvious, but hey, that's where my brain went. So anyway, let us go ahead and get started with Echoes of the Past, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, young, but not as young Ida. Interesting.
Who's there? Reveal yourself.
I like this Ida design. Okay, so some Ida backstory. Awesome.
Luce, I need your help. I think Francois is trying to start a rebellion.
Again. Oh god. Oh no.
She has more experience with unruly mobs than anyone.
Oh my god.
Watching the ink dry is the best part.
She looks like she hasn't slept in.
My favorite cup of tea.
She's like me when I'm just trying to edit videos on time. I haven't slept in days.
This'll work for sure. Now you see me.
What?
Now you don't. Oh,
Oh,
I guess
now
it
you
only
do
lasts
again.
As long as I hold my breath.
Interesting.
Avenge me!
Rip
The
Hootie.
King of Demons demons yields to no one!
Historically, demons have never been united under a single rule until Belos. There's no such thing as a king of demons.
Demon lore.
Blasphemy!
King's life is a lie.
I was once the mighty king of demons. I was beloved almost as much as I was feared. But one dark day,
I'm
an
looking for
evil spell
runes.
was cast, transforming me into this.
How convenient. A
Wonder
hole
how
in your
truthful
memory
that
for
is.
each hole in your story.
I did say I did want more about King.
I remember plenty. Armies bowing before me, being served the greatest of feasts, and falling from a massive height. Don't blame me for your ignorance.
Yo, if King
I'm not
defeats
a liar, and I
Belos,
can
that's-
prove it.
He called me ignorant.
That'll be something. I guess we'll see if we can actually get his actual crown of power back.
Silly fantasy.
Could you please just go with it for his sake?
Lilith should have split the curse with him instead of Ida.
All right, you
So
two
he
don't
could
regret
become
ever
half
doubting
power.
me. We're going to my castle.
Oh,
What's wrong, Luce?
Go with him, right?
Hootie can't come on
Forget
this
what I
one.
just said.
Hootie, would you like to accompany us?
Oh, get ready!
What if I could, but I can't? Oh. What?
Hootie, reporting for Hootie.
I I have nothing to say.
Where'd
Oh, what's she
everyone
up
go?
to?
Been a while since I had room to put my feet up.
Oh my gosh. I love that she
Off
can
to
still.
my real castle. Don't wait up, love. Your favorite demon overlord.
Oh no, not again.
Oh, does she have something to do with? Does she have something to do with what happened to him? Her backup isn't so great. Okay. There's a lot I need to break down. First of all, I don't know if I got the full thought out there, but I like that. How is it that Ida can still like take her hands and her legs off if like I was assuming that was something magical that she did, but it must be tied to something else? Can witches just kind of do that? Probably not a potion thing because she can just kind of do it at will. She didn't like set up for it that I know of. She didn't prepare her spell slots. Secondly, Birdhouse Hootie is I don't even know like the words to use to describe it. Like, first of all, the noises were disgusting. The little guts coming out of his little hole in the door were equally disgusting for someone who's, you know, a little bit of an aficionado of body horror. I think it's the fact that we know he can how he stretched so much though. If he can fit, we know he can stretch like super far away. But the fact that he's in this tiny little board house, a little portable pocket Hootie, is, I'm gonna say it's adorable. That's what I'm gonna go with on this one. Thirdly, does Ida have something to do with King and his fall from power, fall from grace? We saw a young Ida presumably running into King here. That's presumably what the flashback was, or potentially she found him when he was already in this state and kind of just took him with her. But why would she take him with her in that case? I don't know. I have a lot of questions that I'm assuming this episode's going to answer. Let's get back to it.
Hootie, your sense of humor is
What?
infectious.
Oh my
There it
gosh.
is!
Lilith is falling in my tier list. Hootie's remaining about the same, but Lilith is like,
This island shouldn't be here. It's not on any of the maps.
It's always been there when I looked for it. After I shrunk, I woke up here in Ida's arms and she
once again,
carried me
another new
away,
island.
like a little baby.
Aww.
Fine. Ah.
Look!
Oh! I did the one for Hootie
Home
because
sweet home.
he didn't do it. What is this 2001 Space Odyssey monolith
That
looking
tower is
MF doing here?
certainly intriguing, but
Also, I love that Lilith's just new like everyday shirt is the battery empty shirt.
Plus, now I can dramatically do this.
Oh no, Kingdom Hearts. Also, Luz has Albert. Just realized she just straight up took Albert. So Luz can actually do
I'll find you
magic
guys
here.
another way.
I've never seen anything quite like this.
Ha! I've seen better graffiti! I've got better graffiti on me!
Hey, she did the
Look,
cool ass
this
on him.
predates
Nice.
Any language I know.
Okay, well this is from the flashback at least.
Ah, the chamber where I would devour the hearts of my foes.
Something's still here. Old boomerang
Can't believe your
head.
eyes, huh?
These carvings, they're ancient.
It looks like King.
What does that mean?
Is the
Are
island
you
moving
saying
around? Like,
that
is it
he may
alive kind of
actually
thing?
have been
Are we on the
the
lion
king
turtle?
of demons?
You know, I was just messing around with you the whole time, right?
Your Majesty?
It's clear that these ruins are of immense historical value.
What if this is
Perhaps
all
you
just a
could
big
tell me
joke?
more about them.
And King just wanted
I suppose I could regale you with some tales. Am I using that word right?
King just wanted like people to actually bow down to him.
What are these things?
I don't know, but they all have like the same
Just
head
kidding.
shape.
I'd never leave someone hanging. Up top, buddy.
Ugh. That's horrific. That's some of the most horrific imagery we've had in the show yet. I can't wait to see what those things look like actually moving around and stuff.
Tour's over. We gotta go. Now.
But there's so much to learn.
This environment is not conducive to learning. It's conducive to death.
Don't worry, they can't hurt you.
That one can. Let's go.
Yep. Like I said, I just wanted to see it in motion. Oh, it's covered in like muscle and sinew. It's so gross.
Dang, girl. You've
Good
been
job.
practicing.
You may admire my progress when we get out of here alive.
Thank you, teacher. Oh, okay. It can shapeshift around stuff a little bit. God, I love this thing's design is so wild. Ida, let's go.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, she's been here.
It's been a while. Miss me? It can't get past the entrance.
Okay.
We're safe now.
That thing must be guarding this place against intruders.
You don't believe this is my castle. Luce, you think I would lie to you?
You aren't lying. You just don't know the truth.
Does Ida know the truth
It's time
though?
for me to tell you how we really met.
Yes, yes.
8 years ago, I was looking for a place to hide from the Emperor's Coven.
Okay,
I
8
never knew
years.
This place existed, and it just appeared out of the mist. I wasn't alone. Reveal yourself.
Okay, so that's what was. Baby King. I just finished editing the Tiny Devil episode of Devil Dinosaur. And now I get Tiny
Did you
King.
make all
Like, I mean,
these?
he's kind of tiny already, but like even
I
tinier
assumed
King.
you were just some stray dog.
Oh, he has both
So I
horns,
picked you
too.
up and bounced.
Okay, so that. Oh, okay, that's how his horn broke. I was gonna ask, like,
Against my
another
better
mystery
judgment,
is coming up.
I
How
could
does
be
horn
wrong.
break?
Ah, look at you. A king
I love
amongst
this
his subjects.
Middle-aged Ida.
King. King.
It spoke. Yeah, that's right. A king.
Oh God.
And that's how you got the idea that you were some despotic overlord.
Oh no. Okay, so Ida
Oh,
didn't
but you were
like.
finally happy.
You're lying.
Wow.
Not.
She had it all along.
My army?
Oh, I feel so
My
bad for
feet.
King.
My life?
How'd he get there though?
No! Keep that thing away from me! It's messing with my head!
King, it is your head.
You're all just making fun of me like usual, right? No. No.
But I feel like legitimately horrible for him. I'm just wondering if there's anything more to his story. This is rough.
Ida was right, wasn't she? I was never king of anything.
You are somebody. And I love that somebody very much. I'm sorry I lied about what I believed.
I don't know what to do, Luce. I can't tell what's real and what's fake.
This hurts. Like, I can't even make jokes or anything.
Something's not adding up. One of your memories is falling, right? You said you remember a roar from up in that shaft. Maybe that's where you fell from. Ida found you in those ruins. There's gotta be a
Yeah,
clue
'cause
there about
those-
where you came from.
Those paintings on the walls, the
if the
head
story
at least
gets
does
worse?
look like
You
King.
might have been alone before, but you have us now. So
What if
do
it's
you
like
say?
King's parents up there or something? The actual King of Demons up there. Those neck cracks. Wait, what did that say? Oh no, it was just a it was just a paper
You
glyph.
sure they'll be all right?
Oh, the invisibility, it came
He
back.
knows what to do.
Sure they'll be all right?
A Gatling hootie. I've got infinite ammo turned on. I was gonna say, you better aim it right. That thing can climb though, right? Yep. God, the backgrounds on this episode are beautiful. They're so good.
There's nothing here.
Debated. There's gotta be something, right? Secret tunnel. Ooh. Is the hand gonna
Safe.
crawl
For
away?
now.
Very old.
All right, what's in here? What's in here? I'm like mesmerized. Oh, a little puzzle to put together.
It looks like that creature was made to guard whatever was in here.
King? Does
Okay.
any of this feel familiar to you?
I'm not sure, but I think I know how to
Familiar.
jog my memory. Ida, I'm ready.
Yeet me. Oh.
I remember a deep roar.
Ooh.
And then something happened.
King fetus? Is that King's egg? Oh my god. A new glyph. Okay, so it fell with him.
That roar, it meant son. I don't know how I know that, but I do. Someone called me their son. Stop.
Yo.
That thing was defending King from us this whole time?
It was important to someone. If
To this
If
guy.
he's out there, I want to find him. I'm not that old. It could be possible. Would you help me?
I'd do anything for you, buddy.
Then, can we keep him?
No, absolutely not. You're outvoted, Hootie.
Symbol was all over that tower. What if
Aw,
it's my
nice.
name? Gooey. It's too bad Jean-Luc stopped moving outside the ruins.
Yo, they took him with them.
Well, you'll always be king of my heart. That's good enough, right?
Well, if your dad was the king of demons and is dead
Good night,
now,
Luce.
technically you are the king.
And Francois.
Aw.
Now Jean-Luc.
Bummer. Looks like I'm all out of kisses. Maybe next time. Good night.
Okay, and that's it. Whew. Okay, so... I've referred to episodes like this as domino episodes before, but this was the biggest domino I think we've had in the series yet. You know, a lot of the mysteries are kind of like, you know, smaller. Like, I mean, obviously Bellos, what he's planning to do in the human realm is a big mystery, but it's like just little teases here and there. Golden Guard getting the Abomatons from the Blights, the portal being built. It's all like stuff we know that is gonna pay off eventually, so we kind of tuck it away. But this, and same with like the Bat Queen, like Bat Queen saying, I know I have a past, maybe we can figure it out someday. Those are like smaller dominoes. This like feels like the biggest, like, we need to figure this out that I've seen in the show yet to date. I'm like super intrigued. Somebody asked me in the live stream as I was wrapping up the season 1 stuff, as I was kind of giving all my thoughts and everything. People asked me, what do I want to see in season 2? And I said, I want King backstory. That was like one of my number one things. Because when I did my tier list, I put King like as the lowest of like the main cast. And I said, like, yeah, he's fun and he's funny sometimes, but he is the least going on. Like, he's the one I know the least about, the one they've talked the least about, the one who's had the least kind of development. I want King backstory. I want to know, like, what the deal is with the whole King of Demons thing and all that kind of stuff. And we got a lot of that today. I felt genuinely bad for the boy. God, yeah. Like, he, that was, like, insanely emotional. The Ida telling him that his whole life has been a lie kind of thing, that she's the one who told him he was a king. I'm glad that they went back up there to figure that kind of stuff out. I wish we would have gotten slightly more, like a better glimpse of, or something of what they should be looking for, because it feels like now they're just going to be spinning their wheels, like kind of no real direction where to go. Like I don't know how they move on from here. I'm sure we'll find out eventually, but it's just a big old mystery. I still hold that whoever his father was probably the King of Demons or something, because that's how that has to play out basically, right? But whether or not the king is alive or dead means King could be the king potentially. Also, I think they called him Prince in a couple. He referred to himself as Prince in a season 1 episode. I think I brought that up. It was kind of a weird thing that I was just kind of like, it just doesn't feel right. Yeah, why would they put that in there? Like, he called, I think it was the episode where he was raising the trash slug, and he called it Little Prince Jr. And I was like, that's weird. He would just be Prince if he was the son of a king, but he called him Prince Jr. So a little bit of foreshadowing there that I did pick up on a little bit. Like, I just wanted to know. I didn't have any bold predictions. I just wanted to know what was up with the boy. Yeah, it's hard to, like, just kind of putting it, like, I think the monster design was great. The Guardian guy, Jean-Luc, I guess they're calling him. His design was incredible. Some of the most horrific stuff I've seen in the show yet. Absolutely loved it. Just the way it moved, the noises it made, just the way it looked. Ooh, it was great. It was horrific, and I loved it. But just kind of in general, I think if I had to start like my tier list and stuff, I think I'd rate this episode probably below the first 2 in the season so far. Just because one of the things I hate the most, like one of my least favorite, I don't want to call it a trope, it's just one of my least favorite things in shows, is when everything goes horribly wrong for one particular character. Like, the example I always give is Lost. There was an episode where just everyone on the island was mad at Hurley for various reasons, and none of them were like his fault. People were just like needed scapegoats for stuff, and they all were blaming Hurley for this thing. And it was like my least favorite episode of Lost because I felt so ding dang bad for Hurley. This is kind of how I felt when kind of like King's life came just crashing down around him, and kind of all the revelations and stuff. I just felt really, really bad for King, and it made me just kind of sad. And I mean, I know that there's going to be sad, big emotional moments and stuff, but I just like sat here just kind of like, oh, well, this kind of sucks. Can't make a joke about this. I can't do a really fun Hootie voice. Laughing at King's misery. Can't do that. I mean, I can do it now as I'm talking about it, but not in the moment, right? So I'm glad that there's a little bit of a tidbit there, but like I said, I have no idea where they go from here in this plot point. So I guess we just got to put a little bookmark in it and just kind of keep it there, leave it at that until the show wants to revisit it. Maybe it comes up organically. Maybe they find something somewhere and figure something out. Who knows? I guess I'm just along for the ride to see. But yeah, I feel like this was a much longer outro than I've given kind of recently, but hey, I had a lot to talk about for this one. This felt like a huge episode, but I just don't know how huge yet. I guess I'll just have to wait and see. So hey, if anything else, just thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to leave a comment on the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, all the YouTube things. I just appreciate and love to see when all the numbers go up, man. And other than that, I don't really think I have anything else to say. So I will catch you next time with some more Owl House. Take it easy, everybody.